Hey guys, Veteran here, and today we're back in with Fallout New Vegas, the no-hit run. In our previous time we finished up Old World Blues, leaving only one DLC, and today we're going to be doing that one. And that one is Lonesome Road. In order for me to survive Lonesome Road without getting hit once, I'm going to have to do quite a few preparations. Because if you look at my ammo, you can see that I'm pretty low on, well, just about everything really. So in order to fix that, we're going to have to go through a few different vendors. Plus, what we also have to do is fill up on stealth boys, because right now, if I look at my amount of stealth boys, I only have 5. I'm going to want that to be at least 15, maybe 20 if I can be bothered to wait that long. Before we do any of that, however, what I also want to do, just real quick, is to pick up one last weapon that I think will be handy to have added to my arsenal. And I can pick that up right about here-ish. So if I just head over here, there's one weapon that I can pick up as well, which will be very handy to have. I immediately crouch down, immediately see a chasm door up ahead. Let's just go and take care of that. Also, while I'm here, let me just fix up my weapon. There we go, jeez. And now we're nearly reaching max level, especially like around the 40 plus point. Because of enemy scaling in this game, just about every single enemy is going to get a lot tougher, which makes doing this all no-hit pretty damn difficult. So if I can help it, I'm going to try and get into as little fights as possible. That way I can just sneak my way through the entire DLC, hopefully. And if we look over there, we should see a group of 4 people, including a bunch of mercenaries. And luckily they're all together and they are hostile. And of course, if a group of enemies is all together, you know what that means. Just actually hit them. There we go. Yeah, okay, they're all dead. Good. Can't believe it went right through them there. Because there's one specific thing that I wanted. And it's... oh, here he is. He got blasted away. And this guy has it on his body. The YCS-186. A special variant of the Gauss rifle. Now, I normally didn't go for the Gauss rifle. I preferred the anti-material rifle because it's more silent. But this one just like does a load of damage. Like more so than the standard Gauss rifle even. And furthermore, I believe if you use max charge microfusion ammo on this thing, it does like the most damage out of just about any single like shot in the game. There's a few problems though. One, it fires like a burst of 4 at once, so you immediately have to reload after every shot. But that's fine, that's why I got rapid reload for. And 2, the main reason I prefer the anti-material rifle over this thing is because it is not silent. So what I'm basically going to use this for is when there's like a really like tough high-level enemy that's pretty much on its own, or I'm far enough away, I can use this to like blast it instantly. Especially with max charge ammo, it does an absolute ridiculous amount of damage. I still kind of prefer the anti-material rifle overall, especially when it's explosive, but this is definitely something that's good to have with me in any case. Now with that done, I'm just gonna go first and foremost to a bunch of different shops, because I really need to pick up some different ammo. Just about every single energy weapons ammunition I can change into electron charge packs, so that's good. And annoyingly, the only thing that I could find at this point where I can go to buy electron charge packs is here, the Great Khan Armory. Because I can't really go into the Silver Rush anymore because they hate me and they'll shoot me on sight. So I'm going to have to go to the Great Khan Armory and to the gun runners constantly to get all the ammunition that I need. And then furthermore, I also need to head on over to the Caesar's Legion safe house afterwards to get all the stealth boys I need. So I'm just going to fast travel in between those 3 points constantly. And once I've got enough supplies, I'll be right back. Alright, here at Hoover Dam, and I think I've scavenged just about everything by fast traveling constantly. Got about 80 explosive ammo, which is more than enough. Got absolutely like 4,000 SMG ammo, which is also more than enough. 3,000 max charge Gatling laser ammo, and 300 ammo almost, also a max charge for the Gauss rifle. We still got more than enough weapon repair kits from last time, so that's good too. A big tip if you want to buy a lot of ammo instantly, this guy had like the most out of everyone, Quartermaster Barden here at Hoover Dam. You do need a good NCR reputation, I believe. at least 50 speech to convince him to sell to you, but when he does, he has an absolute truckload of ammo. So good to keep in mind if you're also planning on buying a lot in this game. Now with that all done, I can finally go to the quest, the reunion. And I need to travel to the canyon wreckage near Prim, and I can just go there from the California Sunset Drive-In. Now I was about to go here, but suddenly 2 compass marks, so... Still gotta be a little bit careful. Oh, okay, just a coyote. Let me just... Okay, I should probably stop wasting ammo like this. There. Oh, and his head is rolling down the mountain. Oh, hello. Did not see you there. Okay. Imagine if I died right before I even entered the DLC. That'd be something. Oh, just a little pup. There we go. Now, a good thing about this DLC is it has a few, like, optional areas, but none of them are necessary for side quests, because there's actually no side quests in this. It's a pretty linear DLC, where every single quest is just part of the main quest. So, my main thing here is just going to be survive, more than anything else. So, here's the canyon wreckage, Courier 6. You can go home, indicating that, yeah, I don't really have to be here. And you can also go back at any moment, so if I do run out of ammo, I can always come back later. Right, now let us finally enter the Divide. So, as we go into here, we complete the reunion, the very first quest, and we get to see all the stuff that's waiting for us here. And we also immediately go into the next quest, the silo. We just have to navigate through here. While we're here, might as well just pick up the Programmer's Digest, not that I need it. And now when I want to activate this, however, it's encrypted. I need something to break that encryption. Fortunately for me, that's right over here. Because I can just unlock this door. Now, when we go into here, over here we have a familiar robot. So let's unlock the prototype pod. And here's Edie. Edie, what are you doing here? Or Eddie? Edie? I always say Edie, but I've heard it's Eddie actually. Oh well, what are you doing here? The silo must have some pretty advanced engineering facilities to remote scan you and build copies. So it's basically a copy of the campaign that I have in the Mojave. Alright, well, you know what? Come with me. Now obviously I wanna... And now here's a bunch of like background information about like his past owner and all that. And it's all very interesting, but honestly it's a lot and it's not really like relevant. So I'll just leave you to find that out on your own time if you want to. But anyway, he can override electronic security. Alright, well, let's keep moving. Obviously, seeing as I want to avoid using companions as much as I can, what I can just do at all times, just tell him to wait. And then when I need him for a specific moment, he can actually just automatically show up. Although one thing I do need from him... So over here... Just need him to follow me. Because this is a commissary terminal. You don't need to open these, but they're actually pretty handy. Because when he opens it, I can actually use it to repair my stuff. Not that I need that, but you know, might as well just get these two fully repaired. More importantly, however, I can access the commissary. And that way I can get more ammo if I need that. I don't really need that, however... Ah, that's annoying. I was hoping to get some satchel charges, but they only have flashbangs. Oh well, I can get more later. It's not a huge deal. Alright, now for real though. Wait here. Because as you can see, I told him to wait. But at the moment I actually need him for story purposes to continue on. He'll pretty much just come automatically anyway. Alright, so let's restore Hopeville's silo power. Here's a destroyed iBot. And he actually has an upgrade circuit board. There we go. And he can also repair my weapon if that's necessary. Not that I'll ever use it, but still. Alright, so through here we go. As you can see, it actually takes a long while for any enemies to show up. And there's some distress beeping. Some more dialogue about his past. Yeah, the doctor really cared about you. Yeah, we should get moving. Alright. So now, through here, we actually have the very first enemy of the DLC, the sentry bot right here. Fortunately, I can just hack this terminal, and once hacked, I can just deactivate the second level robot security. I just straight up kill the sentry bot. Like, pretty much like as if you've shot him, so that's handy. No need to worry about him. Now, I'm just gonna crouch down here for a moment. You might have seen some red on the map in just a sec. The first enemy we're gonna face is here. Yet another sentry bot. He's over there-ish. Here's also a preview of the enemies we'll be facing primarily throughout this DLC. And these are the marked men. There's both Legion and CR soldiers, formerly, but whatever happened in this divide turned them into marked men, which is pretty much just like ghouls, but smarter. Like, they stick together, they work together, they actually use weapons and stuff, but they are pretty much fully gone. Right, so you should see by the red compass mark, we have the very first enemy of this DLC coming up. And that's that sentry bot right over there. There we go, don't have to worry about him anymore. There's radiation over there though. Okay, next up, just get over here, fix this terminal. With this terminal, it's actually about actually controls the turrets here, and this way it'll actually be on my side, which is going to be very important in a moment. Because next up, I actually need to go in there, and I will in a moment, but first up, what's important is that I just go over here, and here's a pre-war general. You can actually get this general's outfit, which is not too bad. But more importantly, the silo network security codes. Take that. That's what we need to actually progress over there. But more importantly, over here at the base commander's terminal, I just need to deactivate the personal sentry systems. There we go. Just gotta make sure that all of these guys are deactivated. Now, the reason I wanted some satchel charges, and I'm a bit annoyed that there aren't any, but that's fine, is because over here, in just a sec, there's gonna be a bunch of sentry bots coming out the moment I actually use this terminal. And there's also gonna be a few over here, but I obviously already took care of them. Now, seeing as I don't want ED in this fight, I'm just gonna tell it to follow me. Go over here. Wait here. Now, there's a turret over here, which would be very handy when those sentry bots come in, but I already took care of those, obviously. So the other ones I have to worry about are these coming over here. I probably could take them out without using a stealth boy, but we're so close to the end with the final DLC that I don't want to risk it. So, one stealth boy, please. Open the silo's bunker doors. And of course, because I have the robotics expert perk, what I can just do is... I forgot that these guys were also on my side. Deactivate you. And deactivate you. And on we go. Alright, no reason to risk anything. We're good now. On we go. And it says over here you can go home courier, but you know, that's not what we're like. Off to Hopeville we go.
There's your signal. Faint, but there. Just like NCR. Voice without fire, without strength. Sick. Her tales of you walking the Mojave. Giving the two-headed bear strength. Giving hollow men like Kimball, like Crocker, half the life Hanlon had. Now, let's test that strength, that conviction, courier.
So you're the one who sent the radio message, Ulysses.
Not my given name. Close enough. America sleeps ahead of you. Its nightmares filled with quakes, storms. You'll need to find your own path. That means waking America's spears up from their slumber. There's ways. Warheads set off collapse. Warheads could open the gates again. You're resourceful. That machine, robot with you, can help you find the warheads you need to destroy. And their trigger, the detonator. The way ahead is below. The tools are there. The rest, up to you. Find the trigger for the warheads buried in Hopeville. Use it to keep moving and keep alive. The divide will send its worst against you. It may break you. We'll see if you're stronger.
That completes the job, and I also leveled up. Might as well get melee weapons up, and since I'm stinking filthy rich, I don't need barter, right? So might as well just put some points into survival, I guess. Alright, that's the silo complete, and now on we go. And this is the part where it all gets a lot more dangerous, because we're pretty open areas now, and we're going to be facing the marked men. And they all have like pretty damn powerful and far-reaching weapons, so I'm going to have to be extra careful here. That's okay though. It's got a route carved out and everything. So as long as I play it carefully, I should hopefully be fine. So we just go through here. Unlock this gate. Now, the good thing about the marked men that I'm going to be facing is, just like a large majority of the enemies in this game, they're pretty blind when it comes to having full sneak plus stealth boys. So that's definitely a plus. So I'm just going to go through here. And I'm just going to go via there up to there. There's definitely going to be more than a few enemies on this side though. There we are. There's one of them. So let me just do that. I'll get into caution, that's fine. Should be another one up on that rooftop over there. And also one over there if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I can see their compass marks again, come on. Uh-oh. Can I do this while... I probably can't, you know. There you are. Okay, just hold still. Okay. Other guy's up there. Oh wait, there you are. Right, that should be this immediate area cleared out. Meaning I can now just jump up here. I'll probably get into caution. Okay, now I'm good. Now through here we go. Now fortunately, Lonesome Road, just like that many, is pretty damn linear. Which means I don't have to do any side quest or anything, I just have to progress through the main quest. This part's gonna be pretty damn dangerous. I've practice this part real often, and I'm just gonna go into the Pip-Boy menu just so the Stealth Boy stays on for a bit. So basically gonna happen is I'm gonna walk past this house, and the moment I do, it's gonna be a guy here with a missile launcher, and he's gonna shoot at me. Or he's gonna shoot at the house, pretty much. Now I need to take him out before he does that, because it doesn't matter if he sees me or not, he's just gonna shoot over there. And it's obviously gonna damage me, so I just need to be real quick now. Move over to here, and now just... I've been practicing that one a lot, so I'm glad it worked. Okay, caution now though. There you are. Not dead yet. There you are. Alright. We should be all good for now. And here's the marksman camp. Alright, so... Now here's the biggest thing in this DLC. First up, you have the special rocket launcher, red glare. It's pretty okay, I guess. Not really something I'm interested in. But it's an okay rocket launcher. It has like a special thing to it. Now over there, we have the laser detonator. What it basically does is you aim it at those things over there. Those like nuclear warheads, and then they explode and they like carve out the path for you to continue on. You're gonna have to constantly do that throughout the DLC to make your way through it. Now, just like with Old World Blues, where when I picked up a certain weapon, suddenly enemies begin spawning, the exact same thing is going to happen when I pick up the laser detonator and try to blow that thing up. There's going to be a bunch of enemies over there, and there's going to be a bunch of enemies over here who just immediately spawn in and start rushing my location. Fortunately, because I already know that, what I can of course do is, first up, just put my weapon away. Next up, just go to aid, and just pop a Stealth Boy, take the laser detonator, and basically just says what I just said, that I need to use it to blow up those nuclear detonators. Next up we just keep moving. Okay, over there's supposed to be some dudes spawning. Oh, here we are. Leave 3, and they kind of have an idea of where I am, but not really. As you can see, I'm in caution right now. You can see these guys are trying to follow me, but it's not really working. That works for me, because now I just need to keep on moving. So while I'm here, I should probably just pop a quick Radix. Gotta avoid those rads. Now, while over here, get the laser detonator out, and just that. And don't worry too much about that. Everything here that was gonna blow up pretty much has. And from all my testing, I've noticed that as long as I stay over there, I should be totally fine. However, I want to make full use of this Stealth Boy, so I'm just going to keep moving now. Also, one thing I've noticed in testing, you saw 3 guys over there. Normally, I believe it's like 4 or 5, but if you turn around fast enough, you can actually see 2 of them like spawn and immediately despawn, because the game doesn't like it when it spawns like things right in front of you, I believe. I think you could actually kind of see that. Also, I need to blow this thing up. Okay. And it's just some flares that those guys are shooting. I believe over here there's also a special marked man. Not you, not you. One of these guys is special, and he's named. Let's see. Here you are, Blifter. Yeah, he's one of the 4 special marked men in this DLC. If you kill 3 of them, you actually get a special perk where you do more damage to marked men. And also take less damage from them, but I obviously can't really do that. Next up, I just need to go through here. And you can see that even if I do it like right in front of them, with the laser detonator, nothing seems to really happen. Like I'm totally fine. Seeing as he's in my way, might as well just do that real quick. There we go. Now, I'll admit, what I just did was a bit risky. Normally, in my test runs, I've stayed way further behind. Because in another test run that I did about like 2 or 3 of these. What happened basically is that due to the explosion, one of the cars flew all the way to me and then exploded right in my face and killed me. So I'm glad that didn't happen. And in this tunnel we meet... Oh, here's just some more backstory about Edie and everything. And so over there we have a Deathclaw. And then suddenly... you hear it fighting something, and then you hear it dying. And what it's fighting is the second biggest enemy in this DLC, the Tunnelers. The Tunnelers are not stronger than Deathclaws, by the way. I'm pretty sure Deathclaws can take on multiple Tunnelers. But the thing with Tunnelers is they're fast, they do a shit ton of damage, but they're also really easy to kill. They're like pretty damn glass cannons. Plus they're melee only enemies. So the thing that I did with the dogs, where as long as you keep moving, they can't really hurt you, that still applies to them as well, which is real handy. Now, what I'm gonna do is just wait here. There we go. Okay, I want my stealth boy to run out, so that now I can pump another one. And not have to worry about this thing running out on me or anything like that. Because basically now you're gonna have to face like a bunch of them who are like gonna try and fight you and everything. But that's totally fine. I don't really feel like fighting them, so instead, I'm just gonna move through here. And these guys are fortunately pretty damn blind too. So I can just sneak my way through here. As you can see, he doesn't mind at all. Yeah, that's a little bit close though. Let's just do that. Okay, yeah, they also have a weird tendency when they're on one of those holes to just disappear. And then like reappear at another hole like right behind you or anything like that. For some reason though, those animations where like they burrow into the ground never really seem to happen for me. So they just like instantly disappear, as you saw right there. But that's fine, they haven't spawned me, so there's nothing to worry about. Instead, I'm just gonna keep moving. Yeah, it's one dead. I think the other one burrowed again, but yeah, that's fine. No chance he'll spot me at this point, because I'm pretty much out of here. So, do I still have relics? Yeah, still got relics. I should probably... I forgot to take the spacesuit with me, so I don't have like full-on protection from radiation. But with 100 medicine it's 75 and the max cap is 85, so it's only 10 radiation resistance less, which is not that bad. Onto the high road we go.
There you are. You went quiet for a time.
That completes the job.
You killing the bear wouldn't prove easy. You and your machine. You survived. Walk west into the sun and keep walking until it dies. There. I'll be waiting.
Now this area over here is a little bit of a troll, because you immediately start over here. Also, you gotta make sure Edie is... okay, good. I'm just gonna do the same exact thing where I wait for an hour. Another hour. There we go. So Red X is worn off, and as has the Stealth Boy, which is good, because we immediately need to pop a new one. The reason I want to do this is because the second special marked man is actually right over here. Because, as I said, this area is a bit tricky. The moment you walk in here, there's basically a camp of marksmen, and they're all just pretty much gonna try and kill you. So what I'm gonna do instead is just use my Stealth Boy to quietly make my way over there, kill the other marksmen, and just to walk past them. Yeah, this DLC becomes so much easier once you have like the amount of Stealth Boys that I do. But you can see them right over here. There's a Beast, that's the other one, and a Markman Ravager, and I'm pretty sure there's a few more to the left as well. So if I just... and it's good that I'm taking him out like this, because, as you can see, the guy himself has a rocket launcher. So taking him on conventionally is a huge risk if I don't immediately kill him. And he has a shoulder-mounted machine gun. No, not a rocket launcher, but still. Still would have been dangerous. Alright, so those two guys are dead. Now I can just continue to happily walk on. Now the only other enemies here in this area now are just gonna be a few more marked men and a few Deathclaws. Luckily those guys aren't the most interesting in the world. So I can just do that. And of course just this. Right, cool. On we go. Just keep walking. A little bit of radiation there. You know what? Let me just pop Radix. Uh-oh, let's hope that car doesn't explode right next to me. Otherwise that'd be slightly unfortunate. Okay, no, we're good. Alright, and up ahead you can actually see one Deathclaw already. Take care of you. And there should also be another one. Let's see, can I get on top of this bus? Sadly not. Oh well. Okay, another one behind the bus, so if I just... Well, let's actually try this. It's not the smartest idea, because, of course, this thing isn't entirely silent. But he should die fast enough for that not to be a huge deal. Another one over there. So you can see, even though I'm in danger, this thing just rips them apart so damn fast that it really does not matter at all. On we go. And over there is another one. Let's go over to the normal ammo for a sec. And just headshot. There we go. So yeah, definitely not the hardest area in the game. As long as I just...
All due respect, sir.
Some more backstory for Edie. Just want to go through here as quickly as possible to make full use of this thing. Now over here there's a few things I want to pick up real quick. Because there's going to be a marked man camp right next to the exit. That's fine, I can avoid that. Okay, stealth boy's worn off, that's fine. What I want, however, is to just... First up, do another stealth boy. And I'll use that up until the exit. And next up, what I need to do is... Oh, come on. Lift debris here, there should be some explosives. If I can just... Ah, here we are. Some satchel charges. Luckily, I can't actually set those off because of light step, obviously. But they're going to be huge help later. You definitely want light step for these, by the way, because they have a way shorter exploding time than the other ones do. Alright, exit over there. To the right over here, there's a bunch of marksmen again, including another one of the named ones, which only needs to take out 3 of the 4. So I'm just going to let this guy live while I make my way out. Unless I can spot him. No, I can't. In that case, no reason to worry about that. Let's instead just go to the Ashton silo control station. Because right over here we have Edie again. Terminal's unlocked, meaning I can now just do this. And that adds the new quest, Divined. Also levels me up, completes our previous quest, some more backstory for Edie. Because with that launch we actually carved out a path that we can now take to Ulysses. And we leveled up again. You know what, let's get survival up, why not? Is there anything else I would possibly need at this point? Quick draw? Yeah, sure, I guess that could still be useful in some way. Why not? Alright, into the... Oh, another pop-up. where on the other side of the divide, I can actually also try and explore the location of the blast from Hopeville. But it's pretty much the most dangerous and most irradiated place in the DLC. It's an optional area and there's no quests associated with it, so I'm definitely not going to do that. There's actually some really good melee weapons, I believe, and also a really good unarmed weapon you can get from there. But obviously, both of those are kind of irrelevant to me, so we're definitely not going there, instead I'm just going to continue on with the main quest. Okay, so basically here we have this giant elevator. Filled with all of these guys. Some tunnelers. I'm just going to actually go out for a moment. Just gonna wait out this stealth boy, just to be entirely safe. There we go. Because for this next area, I am 100% gonna need a full stealth boy. Because there's basically this massive elevator. And also, what I also need is, let's see, some radix. It's basically giant elevator here. And I just need to make my way through here. All the explosions, by the way, are purely cinematic, nothing's gonna happen, but there's gonna be a bunch of tunnelers who are gonna pop up over here. I'm pretty sure no matter what, they won't spot me, and I think it's a good idea to kill them if I can. So just kill all of them. Should be a few more. Everything is fine, nothing to worry about. Right, we're almost there. You can see I was literally almost touching it and still didn't see me, so we're all good. Come on, if I could hopefully not get advanced radiation poisoning, that'd be swell. Right, come on. On we go now. Right, perfect. A few more explosions for good measure, just to burst my eardrums a bit more. Cool. Next up, just move through here. Let's make use of this stealth boy while we still got it, right? Because I just need to make my way down into there. And avoid the optional areas here. Ooh, okay. Need to jump down to there, almost messed up. So I can just go down here, go down there, go down here. Few more tunnelers here. I could probably just walk past them, but honestly, it doesn't matter. I'd much rather just have them dead just to be safe. Okay, into this tower. A few more tunnelers here. Kill you. Bit worried about my stealth boy running out, but I should still be fine. As long as I just move on. Alright, here's the exit. Perfect.
Hopeville, High Road, Ashton, tiny cracks in the earth. Nothing compared to the road carved ahead.
So what happened here?
You delivered a package. Had markings that matched those in the divide. Not all, but enough. Military markings from someplace the bear had savaged in the west. Maybe seeing those markings on it reminded you of home, made you carry it. It was a device, a detonator, one I'd never seen before, or heard before. You carried that thing to the divide. I know because I followed you as you walked the road, watched you do it. You brought it here, to the community you built, and you are responsible for what happened after, when the device opened, started to speak. When it did, the Divide answered back. Those missiles you've seen, buried in their silos. They exploded beneath the ground, cracked the landscape. Sand, ash, the dead. The Divide skies became a graveyard. At the end of the Divide, through the trenches and wreckage, that's where you'll find me. A new home, here, amongst dead men. You and that machine. Keep your eyes on the tower that cuts the horizon. You'll find your way. Made it this far. Not much farther to go.
Alright. So yes, we're actually getting really close to meeting Ulysses already. And these flares here indicate that there's way more marked men up ahead. You can see all the red on the compass. That's fine though. What I'm just gonna do real quick, just like before. What I could do is just like try and snipe them all off from this edge, but that'll take a long time, so I'm just gonna pop a stealth boy instead and make my way down here. Because I need to get down from here and then make my way all the way around and do a bunch more stuff, so let's get on with it. Just through here. Down here. You can see that I'm trying to go as fast as possible while sneaking. I'm an idiot.
Will you love me if I help you hide?
Yes. Because obviously now I go 20% faster. That's one of the perks of the suit.
Stimpaks.
It's good to hear, suit, thank you.
Dad! Hey, Dad!
Some more background on Edie, very cool.
No more medics to kill the pain.
That's okay, I never got hit anyway. Down here. Into here. Bunch of them camping here. Let me just carve a path out for myself real quick.
Time to fight.
Okay, I don't actually think that did anything, but it doesn't matter.
Was that all?
A lot of these nukes are actually optional. You don't actually need to use them, but they can be helpful. It's through here. Yeah, as you can see, lots and lots of marked men, but we don't need to mess with any of them. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. Right, and as you can see, that explosion, also, real quick, Radix kind of blocked the way forward, which means now I need to use the caves that are over there to continue on. And those caves are going to be the last time, fortunately, that I have to face the tunnelers. Not that they're a huge problem, because, you know, again, stealth boys, they make everything better. In any case, through here. Come on, don't get advanced radiation.
Steady. Fighting.
I'll keep this one, actually. This is actually the cutest one of them all. Because, as you might have heard, there was like a song and then suddenly Edie got shot. This basically confirms that this version of Edie is like the same one that was, I believe, the announcement trailer for Fallout New Vegas during E3. Don't tell me what year it was, because I was still, like, in my early tweens. This is actually the iBot from the very first trailer, which I thought was a very cute touch. And here we are, the Cave of the Abaddon. The last place I need to be. You know what, just to be safe, can I just... No, I can't. Okay. No, it doesn't matter. I'll be out of here before they'll have any idea that I'm here. As long as I keep moving. Real unfortunate if my stealth boy runs out now. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But we're fine. We're fine. We're at the end. Nothing to worry about. Just in here. Alright. This area should be totally safe, by the way. There's no enemies here.
Thought that explosion, that building falling deep in the divide, might have been your work. Wouldn't kill you. Maybe close. Knew you'd survive. But no need to go any farther. You've brought me what I need. That machine with you, sealed in the Hopeville silo. Needed someone to unlock it. Bring it home. Now the signal's strong enough. No need for you to carry it anymore. I can call your machine to me.
Yeah, Edie's not going anywhere.
You gave it a name. What was it to you? Companion, slave, weapon, all of that. Nothing compared to its primary function. It's a messenger. Like us, and it shares our history. If you feel its loss, remember, you could have turned away at any time, gone back home, and none of this would have happened. But you had to make one last delivery, and that's why I knew you'd come, courier. Couldn't stay away. It's who you are.
This is a little bit of a meta commentary on the player character in Fallout New Vegas in general. Because when you really think about it, why the hell did we go all the way to the divide? Why the hell did we do all these things, trying to track down Benny, and then getting completely wrapped up in this whole conflict, to the point where I even went out and killed Caesar? Why am I doing that? Because obviously I want to explore the content this game has to offer. But in universe, it also needs to make sense. It's also the reason why every single faction wants to work with you so badly. Because you're just one person and you get shit done. Things that would take years, maybe a lifetime for other people. You just do that kind of stuff easily. And that's why you're kind of a force of nature, and everyone treats you as such in this game, which I think is a really cool touch. But I think Ulysses also kind of points out to the fact that you have really no reason to be here anyway, but you still keep on going. And I knew you would, right? He's as a player character, you always just keep on trucking no matter what. Alright, well, you're not taking Edie from me.
The machine you brought is mine now. It's coming home. I'll reduce it to parts, just enough to function, to be aware of what's happening. What's inside that machine, that's all that mattered. All the machines here, made of wreckage from the divide, and all that was brought here. Inside its frame, it carries the message you brought here, and it'll do what it was programmed to do. Whatever it can to get home. The giants here will listen to it. I'll bring the divide to your home, your nation. Let its flag burn, just like you let the divide burn. Big Mountain Access Code, Ulysses. Command override. Navarro.
Right, and now I've officially left Edie as a companion. He actually needs the robots to help get his revenge on the NCR. So off he flies, and on we now have to go. And that of course indicates there's more marked men. But that's fine, because I can just make my way down to here. Right, down here, and I just need to walk around here. Which I will do in just a second. First up, you might have seen some movement over there. Yep, 2 Deathclaws and a bunch of marksmen over here as well. So let's not take any risks. I just realized that I'm kind of speedrunning it almost. While trying not to get spotted. I just like go for the quickest path. So there's 2 Deathclaws just chilling here in this truck. That's fine, they can do whatever they want. I'm not gonna interfere. Instead, all I want is to just go through here. A few more of these guys too. Pretty sure this will damage him, but it won't kill him.
This one looks pretty tough.
Don't worry about his self-suit. We'll get out of here just fine. Now remind me, do I have Red X going? I do.
Was that all?
Keep moving. Alright. Next up. Up here. Okay. Not entirely sure what that was. That's never happened before. I didn't get damaged, right? I did not, but that was real close.
Time to fight.
There's actually a few invisible ones here, including this guy. And this guy as well. Like I'm literally bumping into him and still nothing's happening. Like he doesn't see me or anything. That's just perfect. The last guy's up here, by the way. The last special marksman, I believe. He's invisible, and if you get spotted, he'll try and hunt you down. Let me just go in here real quick. Cool, another stealth boy. That was very lucky. So it's all well and good, but instead I just need to go through here now. And through here, I believe. Or am I going the wrong way? Fuck. Let me just do this real quick. Just gotta make sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I needed to go down from there, but you know what? Let's just do this alternate route that I found. If I just hug this wall enough, I should be able to just climb like this. And onto here. There. Right, there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you like climb around and everything, but screw that, that's way faster. Just needed to remind myself. So disable these mines, because I can use them. Okay, almost there now. Oop. Use that.
Uh-oh.
A little bit too close there, but we're good. Any other ones? No, we're fine. Alright guys, you keep doing what you're doing. I'm just gonna go into Ulysses' temple. And we're pretty much at the end of the DLC already. This adds the last quest, the courier. And also I'm leveled up again. Let's get survival up, why not? Maybe Paper Peter will go on camping trips after this. It also completes the divide. There's nothing here that I need.
Uh-oh.
Okay, now over here there's gonna be a sentry bot. So I'm just gonna deactivate you.
Was that all?
There's gonna be another one in there together with a turret. And I just need to activate this. This is an optional area, by the way, because in here there's Edie together with a sentry bot and a turret. But you can just skip him and go to the left area anyway. But to get the best ending, I'm gonna have to have him with me, so just real quick now. Deactivate you, and deactivate you. Okay. Let's... why can't I... Door malfunction, what do you mean? Okay, there should be an option to unlock the third one as well. Maybe I need to kill... Are we cool now? There we go. I needed to kill that sentry bot for some reason. Alright. Oh, security robot's still active. Oh, they need to all be dead. Right, okay. Yeah, I killed them in my test runs, but I thought this would be smarter, but I guess they all need to die. There we go.
We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too.
Yeah, maybe. Alright, let's open this. Alright, come on, AD. Alright, whatever he's planning, Ulysses obviously wants you there. Come on, I'd hate to disappoint him. Alright, cool. Here's the final commissary terminal, by the way. Now, let's see. More ammo never hurts. Plasma mines, not my favorite mines, but I guess they'll do. I was hoping for satchel charges, but I already got plenty of them anyway, so. Alright, well, on to the final area we go. Now, Ulysses is waiting for us over there for the final battle and all that. What I'm just gonna do real quick. First up is... Alright, my rad X ran out, so let's just take care of that. Okay. Now while he's waiting, I want ED to have nothing to do with the coming battle. So I'm just gonna let him wait there for just a sec. While I tell ED to go all the way over to here. As far possible into here if you can, please. Can you go a little bit further? Alright. Nice. Now, you wait here while I do it like the final battle and everything. Great, Ulysses, be with you in just a sec. Because next up, just need to go over to here. Probably avoid getting too close to those things. Because of the radiation. Yep. Because what I want to do next is get central charges and just scatter them around here. So one here, one here. Let's get one here. I want to make sure they're like far enough away from each other they won't like trigger the other ones. Because there's gonna be enemies in waves coming here in just a sec. So, the more I do this now, the better. Let's see. Another one right here. Another one right here. There. And there. Okay, with that all done. Alright, now with all the mines and everything placed, I should just get out my explosive ammo. Because I'm going to be needing it a lot. And I'm going to have to talk to Ulysses. I'm basically going to talk him down. Spoiler alert, then we're going to fight a bunch of markmen. The only issue here is that a lot of these markmen also have grenades. And they're going to throw it at Ulysses and might also hit me in the process of that. So what I need to do is just kill them before they can get that close to me. So I'm hoping the explosive ammo here will help. Anyway, let's talk to Ulysses.
NCR's shadow falls. Or is it just you, courier, without the bear's corpse to weigh you down? Judging by your shadow, maybe you can't let your machine go. Doesn't matter now. Either way, the Divide Giants are awakening. The missiles here on their way home. There is no way to stop them.
What happened to the Divide? What I did was an accident. What you're doing, it's madness.
No. Now there is purpose. I believe you when you say you were careless. The Divide, the chip, the machine you brought here.
You can't destroy the West, even with all the missiles here.
No need to destroy the bear. Just cut its throat. You taught me that at the Divide. Only need to cut off the supply line, the road, to watch something greater die. I'll turn the Long 15 into miles of fire. Cut off the Mojave. NCR will fall back, lose Hoover Dam. and leave their throats exposed to the Legion.
Even if you have no faith in the NCR, I do. My actions have proven it.
Your actions have carried strength. If you speak for the two-headed bear, I'll hear your words, even if I will be the only one to hear them. If you believe it should not die this day, then answer me why.
And with speech 90, I can talk him down. One can build a community, make it stronger. You saw the divide, even blamed me for it.
History has proven this. Our history. And you think that you have this strength enough for all of NCR. The West is not the divide, and nothing you can do can prevent the missile's launch. Convincing me changes nothing.
Well, I believe that one person can make or break a nation. You already know this.
It may be that as much destruction has been written in the earth here, you may build something else, as you built the divide. You have spoken truly. There is a shadow of a nation behind you, the hope of a people, yet it may not matter. The divide still stands against us.
You know, I do generally like Ulysses, but his voice does remind me of mine whenever I try to like purposefully make it deeper by going like this. It always cracks me up a bit, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, as I said before, there's gonna be a bunch of marked men coming up now to try and kill the both of us. We've already handled everything that can throw at us.
Our enemies gather outside, shadows of the bear and a bull. They will have found their way in, just as you did. It was always my intention. In case I could not kill you, the marked men would flood this place, cut off your escape. If we cannot prevent what comes, then let us make our stand here. Two couriers together at the divide.
Sounds good. Okay, now I immediately need to crouch. And crouched, also pump a stealth boy. And now they're gonna be coming this way. So just gotta kill them as fast as I can. Especially the invisible guys, because those are the ones with grenades as far as I recall. Oh shit. Let's just give me some space, please, thank you. Right. There they are. Okay, that guy definitely has grenades, so take him out. Okay, let's see. Another scout. Luckily I'm far enough away they can't spot me, even when I'm using ammo like this. So just...
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Alright, let's see, was that everyone? Won't say it's everyone yet, not until I get the quest. I believe there's still one more here. Just gotta be careful. Come on. Yeah, there's definitely someone still, because otherwise it would say quest complete. Come on. Wait, I just saw something red. Seriously, where's this guy? You're not fooling me, I know there's still someone here. Come on, game, quit being mean. Oh wait, did I... Oh, did I do it? Oh, I did actually. Never mind. I thought there was still one guy, like, I didn't see the quest complete thing pop up. Alright, so here's the missile launch terminal. Now, the terminal's already engaged in its countdown sequence and the abort code has been overwritten. You might be able to change the missile's target or accelerate the countdown and launch your missiles immediately. So now I can redirect it to target both the NCR and the Caesar Legion, redirect it to target Caesar territory, or accelerate and launch the missiles at the NCR. But instead, what I'm going to do is attempt to cancel the launch. However, the abort code is encrypted, and you'd have to be a code-breaking robot to crack it in time. So, ED. And some more stuff here. Basically what it's saying is like, sure, this thing could break the code, but it has a problem where if it does that, it actually explodes, and so ED would die. So, are you saying you can stop this missile? If you're really sure you want this, okay, go ahead and stop the missile, and goodbye. So with that, a bunch of explosions everywhere, but more importantly, ED cancels the launch. And he does so, however, at the greatest cost. As he explodes. Rest in peace. Alright, now we just need to make our way to the canyon wreckage. Alright, elevator to maintenance. Here we are. Let's go.
Hopeville burned, lightless in the night, invisible fires of radiation scorching it from within and without. It is said a man still walked its streets with a tattered jacket, an old world flag etched on the back. He remained there, perhaps as punishment for the scars he left on the wastes, or a reminder of a history he could not forget. For Ulysses, his journey was over. The courier had been the end of his road. As for the courier, she turned her back on her home for the second time and made her way back, navigating the treachery of the divide. Tunnelers and the marked men avoided the lone figure, as if recognizing the courier's right to passage, or out of fear. The courier walked until she stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road she would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside her feet, was a final package from one courier to another, a footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world histories persist and find meaning in the present. It said, war never changes. Women do. Through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
And with that, we're back in the Mojave. The divide broke cities, flayed skin from bone and threatened to destroy the world, but you survived it and stopped it. You can put a single point to any of your special attributes. You also gain reputation with the followers of the Apocalypse and the Brotherhood of Steel. Cool. And now I'm actually idolized with the Brotherhood of Steel. I believe this is actually the only way you can possibly get idolized with them, if you do it this way. And, you know what, agility can go up, why not? And that completes the end. How close was I to getting the other form of radiation poisoning? Ooh, only 17 rads away. Awesome. And I leveled up as well. That's nice. Let's put more points into survival. Oh, as for, well, it doesn't really matter at this point anymore, now does it? Alright, awesome. Now if we go over here, by the way, we have a bunch of rockets, some other stuff, Ulysses' Dufter, his final message, his mask, the rocket launcher I never picked up, Old Glory, which I believe is one of the best melee weapons in the game if you have like all the perks for it and everything. And more importantly also, the Courier's Duster, which is pretty damn cool. Because this duster actually changes depending on your allegiances. I've got the NCR version of it, but there's also obviously the Legion version. And I believe there's like a 21 on the back if you do House or Independent, which is pretty damn cool. But the best one for my character, however, would actually be Ulysses' Duster. Because the entire reason I was wearing Joshua Graham's armor is because of the crit chance +3. With Ulysses' Duster you get crit chance +5, which is pretty much the best you can get in armor. It's just unfortunate that I get it after I finish the very last DLC. With that then, we have now completed Fallout New Vegas completely. Every single quest, the main quest, and every single DLC. And we've done it all without taking a single hit. So yeah, this challenge is over. It's been really exciting. It's been a long challenge as well. Mainly because I went on a large hiatus, but still. It was really cool to actually dive back into one of my favorite games of all time. And try and see just how far I can push it through the use of different game mechanics, as well as glitches sometimes, to try and get through it unscathed. But yeah, we succeeded. I was honestly pretty confident I'd be able to do it. The main things I was worried about, like I always had a plan before I delved into a situation. I think that really helped me out a lot. But anyway, thank you guys all for watching, thank you all for the patience with me finishing this series. And I've got yet another Fallout challenge run in mind for next time. And I hope you guys will find that one just as exciting as this one. For one final note to end this challenge, a friend of mine who made the outro music you hear at the end of each episode, I was wondering that if you've made it through all of this, if you could do me a favor and check out his other work. There's a link to it down below in the description. I would really appreciate it if you were to check it out and maybe even drop a follow. But anyway, for now I just want to say thank you all for watching. This has been Fallout New Vegas, the no-hit run, having finally completed it, and I'll see you all next time.